I'd like to talk a little bit about a man named Matt Walsh. Now, a lot of you are familiar with Matt Walsh because if you're a fan of me, you may well be a fan of him. Matt Walsh is a well to do, well meaning, intelligent individual who recently produced a movie called What is a Woman? If you haven't seen What is a Woman, despite Matt Walsh subtly insulting me, I will tell you to go and watch it. I think it's a very great piece of film. It's a very great idea. But Matt Walsh had some relatively unkind words, and I think untrue words to say, about my brother recently. And I'd like, because I know Matt Walsh will eventually see this, to correct him, because I admire his work, in short. And I don't want him to get the wrong idea about me, because it's very easy when you listen to the mainstream media and the tabloids and the headline news to get a bad idea or a wrong idea about exactly who me and Andrew are and exactly what it is that we represent. Matt Walsh's criticism of Andrew went a little something like this. Yes, Andrew stands up for masculinity. Yes, young men need a hero to look up to. Yes, work hard, make money is a great thing to tell the young men. Yes, training is a good thing to tell the young men. But Andrew's wrong because the future depends on people like me having my wife and my kids, and me and my wife are a married couple and we have kids, and the strong family unit is the only thing that's going to fix society. And Andrew Tate just wants to run around having sex with a bunch of beautiful women, and that's not going to fix society. Okay, one, Matt has fundamentally misunderstood what mine and Andrew's family unit is and what mine and Andrew's family unit means. I would argue to Matt, because he probably will see this, and I have nothing against him. I'm making this very clear. I don't want anyone insulting the guy. That my family unit is much stronger than his family unit. So here's the way I operate, and here's the way that men like me operate. It's certainly the way that lots of people in the Arab community operate. It's certainly how a lot of people in Japan operate, how a lot of people in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh operate. This is not something I have made up. This has been the way for humanity to propagate the entire world. Because before civilization, before farming and supermarkets and money, people lived in the family units like the ones I have. So let me take two hypothetical family units. I'm not going to take me and Matt Walsh because I don't actually like talking about people's families, and I think that's very a mean thing to do. Even though he did it to me, kind of. I'm going to let it slide. Let's talk about two hypothetical people. One person believes what Matt Walsh believes. He's married to his wife. He has his 3 kids. He's a good Christian man, and he's raising them as best as he can. One of them is a fan of Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate. Him and his 2 brothers live in one giant house. They pool all their resources. They make a bunch of money. They live with all 3 of their wives, all under one roof. Maybe one of them is a Muslim who has 2 wives or 3 wives. There are 10 children in that household, and the 10 children are being raised by this group of 3 men and 5 women. Everyone knows who their 2 parents are. There's nothing degenerate or weird about it. But one is a family unit, as Matt describes, and one is a clan. Now, if we talk about the clan versus the American Christian family unit, I would argue that although Matt Walsh seems very happy with his wife and his kids, and I'm sure he is, and I wish him all the best, statistically, that's not the experience. Statistics are against Matt's model because this usually fails. And when it fails, it could fail in lots of different ways. The woman can leave the man in the family unit and take his kids away and move in with another man. The man can die, or in which case that the family unit is left destitute and broke. A woman is left with her kids to look after them for herself. The man is at work. The woman may stay home, but one woman is trying to look after 3 or 4 kids by herself with very little help. I feel like there are many points of failure to the traditional Matt Walsh-style family unit. Whereas in the clan-style family unit, which is the way that humans always lived before civilization, if one of the men dies, you still have a good man in the household making money, able to take care of everybody. If one of the women leaves, you still have a household full of people willing and able to take care of the kids. The tribe is stronger. It is immune to things like divorce. It is immune to things like the death of one single person. I feel like my family unit is stronger and better than his. And I am going to raise more kids who may be more successful and better educated and contribute more to the world than his kids. Maybe. But, to say Andrew Tate just wants to run around and have sex with girls on a yacht, you've watched one video of him on a yacht, of which none of the women there I think he was even having sex with. We like to have fun, we like to do our things, but we take family very, very seriously. And if you look at the way me and Andrew have come up in the world, from nobody to multi-millionaire, most influential men on the planet without ever doing anything illegal. Yeah, I know you're a human trafficker is going to come out. Everyone knows I'm not. I believe that me and Andrew sticking together as a clan has been very, very successful. And I think that Matt Walsh would be more successful today if he had a brother who he worked together with and lived together with and helped raise his children and whose kids got along. That would be wonderful. So I would argue that my family unit is better. So I take your rebuke, Matt Walsh, and I raise you that clans are better than individual marriages because the statistics on them suck. And I have no doubt that you're going to be happy. But, maybe come and see how I live, maybe, before you shit on it.